You see these meme tokens pumping and you see them dumping. And now you're stuck on the sideline wondering if it's just pure luck or magic. What if I told you that there is a way to cut through this hype, right? To see the signals in the chaos. This chart, they talk, they have a story to tell. Most people just don't know how to decode the language. We are going to use the same simple tools the professionals use to check the next big move on a coin. You're probably asking how. How can people predict or check the next move, especially on a meme coin? Well, the answer to your questions lies on two words: Bollinger Band and MACD technical analysis indicators. Now, stick with me for the next few minutes, right? As I'm going to show you exactly how to read these signals. Now, first things first, we made mention of Bollinger Band and technical analysis. Bollinger Band and MACD technical analysis indicators, right? That will help us to navigate price direction on the meme token. Now, it's important to actually learn how to use these technical analysis indicators before we actually apply them on the chart, right? Of course, you can't go fishing without learning how to use the hook. So, what is Bollinger Band? Bollinger Band is a technical analysis indicator that consists of three lines, right? The upper band, the 20-period moving average, and then the lower band, right? This band helps to spot trend continuation, trend reversal, market consolidation, volatility breakout, and finding price targets, right? Now, the Bollinger Band consists of three lines. Technically, or should I say, primarily, whenever price gets to the lower band like this, it is insinuating or we are anticipating an upward move, and whenever price gets to this level and hits the upper band, we are anticipating a lower move to the downside, right? That is technically what Bollinger Band is primarily used for, especially in trading. Now, how can we use this on the meme token world? Don't worry, we are going to talk about it. Now, what is MACD technical analysis indicator? Now, the MACD technical analysis indicator is an indicator that helps to check the power or the force at which either buyers enter the market or sellers exit the market, right? So it is a momentum indicator that helps to actually see how strong the buyers get into the market or how strong the sellers are moving out of the market. Now, this is a typical example of how the MACD works. Whenever the MACD begins to display dark green histogram, all right, then it means that the buyers are entering the market with an upward force. Okay, and whenever you see a crossover on these two lines, whenever the blue line is crossing over the yellow line, it means that the power or the force of the buyers is very high. And now, whenever you begin to see this light blue or sky blue histogram formation, it means that the buyers have begun to weaken the market and the sellers wants to actually enter the market. Now, if you see this histogram over here, this MACD line crossing the signal line, it means that the sellers have collected the force of the market on the buyer's side, right? So red histogram lines means that the sellers are beginning to enter the market with high strength, right, with high momentum. And then is it pink? Yeah, pink histogram lines means that the sellers are, should I say, they are still in the market, but they are not as strong or as powerful, or they have not put in so much momentum to actually control the whole market, right? But whenever you see a red histogram line like this accompanied by a crossover on the signal line and the MACD line, it means that the sellers have entered the market with full force. So when you should consider to exit the market, when you're selling, of course, is when you begin to see pink histogram or light red histogram printing on your MACD. Then that is when you should start thinking of how to actually exit the market as somebody that is selling. Right now, let's see how to apply this MACD and Bollinger Band on our meme token chart to see if they actually work or not. Now we're back on Dex Screener, okay, to actually see what's this technical analysis indicator that we've just learned, to see how they actually work in the market, right? Now, the settings or setup are pretty easy. I'm on 24 hours on the setup. This is my 24 hours. My Dex choice is all chains. Then my sort, as you can see, my sort is on 24 hours up, right? That means I just want to see coins that are listed that are going up within the within 24 hours price range, right? Now, moving on, my rank is empty, profile empty, boosted, ads, liquidity is empty. Now my volume is at 500,000. Can you see? I just want a coin that has not actually gotten to the highest peak and is beginning to go down. And I think that is it. Sorry. Okay, I also have the market cap over here. My market cap is actually placed at $250,000. Well, you should always make sure that your volume is actually higher than the market cap. There's a reason for that, but that's not why we are actually making this video. Now we're all set. Let's just use one token as an example, right? Let me use this grandma over here. As you can see, grandma is having grandma is having a 1 hour percentage of 41 and then a 1 day percent of 861. Okay, so let's enter and see. So just go to the chart section. We are currently on a time frame of, I think we are currently on a 1 minute time frame over here. So it means that each and every candle you see over here is printed every 1 minute. Okay, now our Bollinger Band is turned on and our MACD is also turned on. This is the Bollinger Bands, the 3 bands, and then this is our MACD and signal line. Okay, let me turn off the volume so that you can understand this better. Good. So how can you turn on your Bollinger Band on Deck Screener? All you have to do is to slide, okay, just slide this space over here, this icon to the left. You're gonna see an icon labeled as FX. Okay, so you just click on it and here you go. This is your Bollinger Bands and MACD. There are other technical analysis indicators which we are going to be discussing on our other videos that we are going to create. So just touch the MACD and touch the Bollinger Band and then go back to your charts. Now we all know, or we've learned, that whenever the price hits the lower band of the Bollinger Band, then price is believed to actually go up, and whenever the price actually hits the upper band of the Bollinger Band, price is believed to go down. Now, since we only make money if price is going up on Deck Screener or Memcoin in general, whenever the price touches above the Bollinger Band, we are going to wait patiently until the price actually drops below and hits the lower band. That's when we are going to place our entry and anticipate the price to actually go up. Okay, just the way it did right here. After hitting this line over here, also hitting this band over here, right, price actually went up. And if it does hit the upper band, price is believed to actually go down, like it is actually behaving right here, right? So when price hits this upper band, the price will either go to the moving average, then make some retracement, and then come back to the lower band. Now, how can we use MACD to support this motion or this strategy? Now, when price hits this lower band over here, we began to witness this pink bar that is presenting, or that is representing that the sellers are beginning to move out of the market. But we are not actually going to enter right here. We will first of all wait for a crossover, which actually occurred right here. Now this crossover signaled that the bulls, okay, the buyers are beginning to get into the market, right? So after this crossover, we began to experience darker green histogram bars. Now this is the point at which you are going to enter the market and make the maximum profit off of it. Okay, now this is typically how this works. And if you begin to see this light blue or sky blue histogram bars, it means that the sellers want to actually enter into the market. Now this is where you're going to exit your trade and then wait for the price to actually go down. Okay, when the price goes down and then hits this lower band, then we are going to start waiting for the weak sell entry, and then upon the crossover to the bullish side or to the upside, we are going to enter the market and then make profit off of it. Now I hope this video is helpful and I hope you have a nice day.